Hey folks, welcome to the new age of AI and search and how it's really changing the game for a lot of people, especially if you're in the B2B space, tech space, if you're a marketing agency or just an agency of any kind. This era of search is something you need to pay attention to, something I just caught wind about not too long ago. I've just been going down the rabbit hole. If you're not adapting for AEO or GEO, or if it's the first time you're hearing those terms, I want you to pay attention in this video because the traditional way of search where people go into Google, it's not dead. However, it's completely changing. So AEO or GEO for really top level, it's now how people are searching. So that's where people are going to GPT or Perplexity or Gemini looking for answers rather than going to Google and saying X, Y, and Z. And if your business isn't showing up on these AI search powered platforms, you're not even part of the conversation. People aren't even going to Google anymore to try and find you. So you might be invisible and you don't even know it. And this is why this is a really important video. I'm putting it together for you to show you how you can actually start showing up and be part of the conversation when your ICP goes to these platforms and is typing in keywords for exactly what you do. So this is a little bit about how we do things at Hive, a little bit of industry research, and what you can take away from this video to start doing. Because if you're not starting, you're already behind, but you're still in good shape. We're still early in the infancy, and I want you to take advantage of it. So let's jump right in. My name is Matt Celestio. I'm founder of Hive Agency. We help B2B teams, SaaS companies, tech teams. We help you scale smarter with AI-powered GTM content and onboarding systems. Now, we do a lot of marketing. We do a lot of video marketing and blogs and AI SEO and a lot of operations. We just got into that space. But essentially, you're in the right place if you are any one of those people I just said. B2B, SaaS, tech, agencies, you're in the right spot because everything we're doing, everything I'm going to speak about today, it's designed specifically for you. So it's not e-commerce. It's not any other industry. It's like literally B2B. Okay? So I digress. Let's keep it going. Jump right into the meat and potatoes. What I want you to understand is this right here. AI traffic converts more than Google search. Now, I just said the era is changing. The era of search is changing. So visitors are on these platforms like ChatGPT and Perplexity and Google Gemini, and they're demonstrating a higher purchase intent. Okay, and what do I mean by purchase intent? Now, people aren't just going to just shop around or just say, "Hey, what's this? What's in this space?" They're going to these AI chatbots with a problem, and they're looking for a solution now. So that's why, looking at this 5% over here, AI platforms already drive 5% of total sales. Now that is a wild number when I heard that because that's a big piece of the pie because people aren't even optimizing for them yet. AEO or GEO, which is pretty much AI SEO, no company is really optimizing for that yet. And if they are, they're very, very early in its infancy. So this is just what people catching wind. This is just what the trend changing right now. And people are hopping on to make sure that they can get the actual solutions they're looking for. So if you want to be part of that conversation, you need to start optimizing to get a little bit of that 5%. And as it continues to grow, this is like investing in gold in the gold rush. Like you got, or maybe people didn't invest, but they went looking for it, right? You need to go ahead and make sure that you're getting part of that pie. And that's a number down here too. Back to this purchase intent. There's, based on stats right here, we got 12% higher engagement than traditional Google search visitors. So it's more likely that if somebody's searching on AI versus somebody searching on Google and they find you, they're more likely to book that demo or book that call or even make a purchase. If you got a low ticket month-to-month SaaS, that's a great way to just get in front of these people who are already looking to buy and looking for that solution. All right. So action item, I'm going to move this over here. If you want to start converting, you need to start tracking your AI-driven visits in your analytics and then compare those conversion rates to who's coming from Google. So pull up those stats start to finish and then see. Maybe you are ranking on Google better. Maybe Perplexity is giving you some more money than ChatGPT, but you don't know that unless you don't track it. So number one, just start tracking where you're getting your traffic and where you're getting your sales specifically with these AI first platforms. Okay. Let's keep it moving. This is really cool because you might be asking, all right, Matt, great. I want to be part of the conversation. I want to optimize. How the heck do I optimize whatever I need to get my answers in front of that? And what you need to know is each AI model gets its answers a little bit differently. So this is what you're looking at right here. ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Google AI overviews. I'm just going to use these as an example. ChatGPT likes Wikipedia content and academic sources. So number one, do you have a company Wikipedia page, a personal branding Wikipedia page that has those keywords in there? Take a look. I mean, I'm just getting into this now in terms of a Wikipedia page. I heard that and I was like, I'm hopping right on, and then making more features or outreaching for publications or just mentions in a lot of AI or AI academic articles. So that way ChatGPT can pull for me and my business. Moving over to Perplexity, believe it or not, it pulls from Reddit discussions. Now, when I heard that, I was like, that's crazy. But I guess they're looking for more of a community valued conversation based method. So what a good idea would be, or just to start out, is just create a company Reddit page, get involved in conversations in your industry, start posting content, and just really populate your actual brand or your profile with information that AI like Perplexity can pull. As a tongue twister. Anyways, this is another cool one. Google AI overviews. They pull from YouTube videos, and it's not really surprising considering they own YouTube. So obviously they're going to favor it a bit more, but this is one of my favorite things when I see things come full circle, is when content is unified. If you don't have a YouTube channel or YouTube content, you could be missing out on, again, some answers here. But if you have it, you now have articles that you're publishing on your website, or you have other publications elsewhere. But now you have YouTube content that feeds into that, and it like marries it together. And that's why I talked about this in my other video. I'm just going to pull this up here because I still have it. But this is our GTM content engine. This is where we help people or SaaS companies and tech companies build personal brands and content online with videos. It's primarily YouTube based, but you can see we feed that into their blog strategy, which is this over here, and how we embed them both together. So this is where we merge the AI SEO and the traditional SEO with the video content together, because you can embed directly into your blog content, or you can link your blog content in your YouTube. So it's just an awesome synergy. And then seeing how Google AI overviews pull the same information there. So it's just a really full come to circle moment, which is really, really amazing. Anyways, takeaway for this is you need to audit your current brand presence. Where are you living? Where are you not living? Where can you implement some content based on what we spoke about today, and start getting part of the conversation? You don't have to overthink it. Just start and then refine. Just as long as you're getting in front of these platforms and in front of these people, that's the best way to start. Okay, let's keep it going. The other thing about AI, when you're making this content, you need to make sure it's structured for an AI. You don't want to just go ahead and spray and pray and just keyword dump, or you don't want to just go out and put half-assed content out there. It's not going to be deemed important or optimized for AI for them to pull. So that's why I like to call things digestible content. Now I'm going to show you right over here. This is where I just went on Perplexity. This is my actual search. I said best SaaS products for marketing agencies. And you can see it gives you the links first, which is really cool because that means your company can get bumped right to the top. And then they give you the AI overviews or the quick little little line snippets there. So that's what I'm talking about, digestible, okay? You have a quick one-liner. You can the person searching for this can deeply understand what you guys do in just 1 second. So like HubSpot, everyone knows HubSpot, but let's say you didn't. Highly regarded for an all-in-one marketing automation, CRM, and content management. That's exactly what I would need as a founder who was looking to scale with my content, clean up my goddamn CRM and my sales pipeline, and then automate the whole thing because I'm busy. I don't want to have to be deep in the weeds. Great. Same thing over here. Even if we go down here to Hotjar, even provides insightful behavior analytics, heat maps user journeys to optimize campaign performance. Boom. I understand very clearly what that is. So my thing here is just making sure that your content has snippets. It's got one-liners. It's got really broken down, digestible content for these AI platforms to go and read it. Imagine it's like a brain dead, young TikTok user. Okay, they need a quick hit. They need a quick little dopamine to be like, that's what I'm looking for, and then pull it. So here's a few things that you can do to break up that to make it digestible. JSON schema markup. If you don't know what that is, it's basically, there's schema markup generators online if you want to use them for free. Just search up schema markup generator, plug in your URL, and it will generate it for you. But that is where AI will go into the back end of like your page, understand what it is really quickly, and then know to promote it. Same thing, FAQs or bullet points or featured statistics. These are all little snippets. They're different versions of snippets, making it digestible for AI to pull and for readers to read. So that's a really quick little point there, folks. See where you can do that with your content. All right, let's keep it moving. This was a really great stat. I'm going to move this over to blog content accounts for roughly 49% of the results showed in Google's AI mode. Almost 50% of the answers are coming from blog content. If you're still cluing in as to why that's important, you need a blog. It's 2025. AI can write your blogs. You need a human perfect it, obviously. But if you are not prioritizing what is coming up in Google's AI mode, number one, you're just falling deep in the weeds. You're falling invisible. So I want you to take a look. Where can you answer questions that your ICP is struggling with? What are the keywords you want to rank for? What are the topics in the areas of your industry that you want to dominate and be known for? That's great to build a blog or a blog strategy around, so that way you can start showing up. So another action item, create 10 to 20 hyper-specific blog posts that target narrow use cases. So let's just, again, CRM as an example. If you are a CRM and you're looking for a SaaS company specifically, I would not make a blog post about like the importance of CRM. Nobody cares. If you're a SaaS company, you already know why you need a CRM. You can say right here, the great example, best CRM for SaaS companies with less than 50 employees. Beautiful. Or best CRM for SaaS companies that just finished their first round of funding or something like that. So it shows really good intent, because if I'm a SaaS founder with less than 50 employees and I'm looking for a CRM and I see something like this, you bet your ass I'm going to be booking a call or at least clicking that link. Okay, so see where you can optimize and refine and get in front of these people with blogs, specifically blogs. And if you don't have a website, also, you'd be surprised how many clients I work with and their website just looks like a mess. It looks sketchy. It was put together with 1 second with Framer. You need to have video content. You need to show some teammates' faces. You need to have other different publications or articles or some form of content around it. Because if you just got a one-page landing page and you're funneling traffic to there, don't expect it to convert, because ask yourself, would you convert on a one-page sketchy thing that's asking you for $15,000 quarterly for a service? Think about it. Just spruce up your digital presence. Blogs are a great way to do that. Okay, let's keep it moving. The last thing, one of the last things I want to speak about today is tracking this whole process. So I know we said in Google Analytics, see where you're coming or see where you're getting traffic from either Perplexity or ChatGPT or Google. I want to refer back to this, like AI-driven visits are 12%, or they have 12% higher engagement. You'll miss that insight if you just put all of your traffic together. So if you're getting, let's say, 1,000 website visitors per month and you have no idea where they're coming from, it's hard to calculate ROI or where you should double your efforts down on. So one of the best things we like to do is just UTM parameters. It's really easy to do. Create a simple UTM so that way you can have these links populated in your backend. Other things you can do is like pop-ups, like how did you find us? That's a great way for users to be like, well, I just came from ChatGPT. ChatGPT's right there. Great. Give me the content. And then you can also do other things like separate landing pages for AI traffic. That's a really cool one too. You can track how many page views that one gets. So it really is just seeing what you want to do and what's the best course of action for your team to track. So just remember always, you can improve what you can't track, especially with emerging traffic sources like AI. You got to stay on top of that stuff. Anyways, lastly here, this is the last thing I want to touch on. This is the new AI powered funnel. It's nothing completely new, but it is something we need to pay attention to. So the funnel right here starts problem recognition. If I was a user, I'm going to AI saying, I'm struggling with X, Y, and Z. How can I solve this? It then now pulls up a bunch of different either links like Perplexity did, and then answers. It can just give answers, so it's more conversational or whatever it is. And then I can actually comparison shop in real time on these platforms. So AI provides me with the pros and the cons and the snippets and the content and the context. Like, it does all that for us, so we don't have to like search through these 10 links. So you can do that right in the platform, especially your ICP. And then you can actually, as a user, just make a decision after visiting multiple sites really, really fast, because you don't have to go through a bunch of different, like, oh, what about this? What about that? It's no, AI just gave you the whole, everything you would need to move forward with it. So you need to be aware of that funnel and how they're doing their shopping inside these AI platforms. And they're skipping the traditional landing pages entirely. And you need to make sure you're making content around like the YouTube videos, like we said, or Reddit or blog posts, so that those pieces of content will be present in that output for users to make that decision. The more information you can give people, sometimes the better. If nothing comes up for your company, they're not even going to take a second look. So that's why I want to make sure if you're not in the AI answer, you're not in the buyer's journey, you need to prioritize that. Okay. Action item: prioritize presence, like I just said, on every AI source platform relevant to your niche. So blog posts, YouTube videos, Reddit posts, Wikipedia pages. These are all things we spoke about today. They do take a lot of work, but you can get started on them in a way that's not going to be overwhelming. So this is like, I guess, your first high level introduction to AI SEO, which is AEO or GEO. Take this with a grain of salt and see where there's current gaps in your business, in your funnel, in your marketing, in your GTM strategy, and how you can go about implementing this. If it's overwhelming, look, I get it. I was overwhelmed the first time I heard it too. If you want some help, if you want to have a conversation about how we would do this for your business, I left the link below. You can click and book a call with myself or one of the people on my team. We'll walk you through it. We'll show you what you're missing, what you need, and what we would do differently. Completely no strings attached. But if you're not ready, totally fine. If you don't want to book a call, I've left the second link down there below. It gives you access to my newsletter, where I give you weekly playbooks, content blogs, YouTube videos that show you how B2B teams, SaaS companies, tech agencies, marketing agencies, how they're using some of these stats, how we're using it ourselves, and these tactics to grow and scale. So you can get on that list. Again, it's completely free to join and free to stay on. That way you at least get some action items that you can implement per week. Anyways, folks, I digress. This is a great introduction to AEO, GEO, and how you can start showing up on these AI first search platforms: ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini. The age of search is changing. You need to get on top of it ASAP, and you need to make sure that you are front and center for your ICP and not your competitors.